Hello everyone, it's Tiffany Manger here again, and today's project I want to show you is this adorable little tea light lantern. It's very cute here. I don't know if you can see the light shining through from the tea light. All it takes is a simple little tea light to light this up. These make cute little centerpieces for a table. Maybe you're on a budget wedding. These would be really cute to make, very simple to do. And I'll show you the instructions on how to do this. You're going to need a piece of cardstock, and this is going to be 11 by 5 3/4. 11, 5 3/4. And we're going to take our score tool here, and we are going at long ways, the 11-inch side, we are going to score it at 2 5/8, 5 1/4, 7 7/8, and then 10 1/2. And then we're going to turn it sideways. And on the 5 3/4 side, we're going to score it at 1 3/4. All right, put the score tool away. So then we're going to take our scissors here, and we're just going to trim off the 1/2-inch side here. This will be our glue flap. You're just going to trim a little notch right there. And then down here on the bottom, this little rectangle here, you're going to cut out. Now when I go to cut this, I'm going to make another little notch here and another little one right here. I'm not going to cut it just straight right on the score. And then I'm going to cut these scores here up to this score line. But when I do, I'm going to cut them into a little V. Because when they go to fold, it just should, it makes it a little more even on the outside. You don't have a gapped edge here. One more here. And then a little diagonal here. Whoops, excuse me, my stuff is falling here. Okay. Alright, now if you can see on this one, I did a topper punch here. Stampin' Up! Doesn't carry them anymore. This was actually a retired punch. You can leave it flat if you want. If you want to do a topper or an edge punch, you can. Or we're just going to leave this one blank up at the top, or plain. So now that I got this all cut up, we're going to get our big shot out. And we are going to take our butterfly thinlits dies here. We're going to take the little butterfly. Now this one here, I did 2 sides for the butterfly. You can do it any way you want. You can do it 2 sides, you can do it 4 sides. This one here, I'm just going to do 1 side. So you put the little butterfly in on wherever you want to stick them at. Put your top on here. I'm going to lower him down a little bit. There we go. Center him. And you're going to run it through your big shot. And this will just pop right out, like so. I'm going to set him aside for a minute. And then I'm going to take a scrap piece of Calypso coral here. And I'm going to take from the Bold Butterfly Framelits die set, I'm going to take this little butterfly here, and I'm going to cut out one of these butterflies. Put your cutting pad on top, run it through. And then to get this piece out here, all these little pieces, and to get the actual cut piece out, we're going to take our brush here and just run it across, and it will pop it right out along with all the little holes. See there? We're going to set him aside. Get all this out of the way. Alright, take the magnetic plate form off. So now we're going to run the Big Shot through our folder here. Make sure it's on tab 1, as you can see. This is our fluttering embossing folder. And what we're going to do is we're going to put just half. Sorry if you can't see here. Let me move this out of the way. We're just going to take half of this, line it up with the score line here, and line it up with the top. I'm lining this right with the score. Now this is a bigger folder. It fits just in there, so you want to make sure you have the edges right on there. We're going to put our plate, and we're going to run this through. Whoops. If I can get it to start here. Having technical difficulties. Can't speak. Okay. Here we go. Alright, there's one side. And then, oops, I bumped my camera. I'm sorry. We're going to line this up with the other half here. Like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the end of our top cutting plate along with this, so then that way I don't get this line from, see if you can see it here. See how I have it right on the edge of the folder? That way I don't have the crease going into the box. Now I went and cut the butterfly out first because, I'm sorry I bumped my camera again. See if I can get it settled. Because when you go to cut, the framelit leaves a little, I don't know if you can see that edge. And if I would have gone and embossed this first and then cut it out, the die itself would have pushed in some of the butterfly embossing. So I did the cutting first. Alright, we're done with our Big Shot, so I can put this aside here. Alright, so now we're going to take our piercing pad and our piercing tool, and we're going to make some antennas for this butterfly here. So we're just going to punch some holes out to make antennas for the butterfly, and then I'm also going to punch some holes to make a little trail for the butterfly, so it looked like she was flying around. We're going to do a little loop here. Okay, that should be good. If you want, you can also punch all along the whole box to make it look like the butterfly was flying around. We're done with that. So we're going to flip this over, and we're going to take a piece of vellum. This vellum here is 3 by 2 3/8, and we're going to attach it into here with the butterfly. So I'm going to take some of the Tombow glue, and I'm just going to spread the glue throughout, and I'm going to make sure I get around the whole edge of the butterfly. Okay. I'm going to put my vellum right along. Push it down a little bit to seal it. I'm going to flip this back over. And I'm going to take our little butterfly piece that we cut out. I'm going to put a little glue on this. On a few spots here and there. Now you can do this with any framelits or dies if you want. You don't even have to put the vellum in. You can leave the butterfly empty like that too. It'll give a cool effect. This just gives it a little more color. So you just take your glue and put it in a little different places. And then we're going to glue it down right in this hole. That's what's nice about these two framelit sets, is they coordinate with each other. And like I said, this just gives it a little more detail. Alright, now we're going to take, so excuse me here, we're going to take our bone folder and we're going to make sure we crease all of our folds. You can see my butterfly's not fully stuck in there. You can do this too right after you score it also. That might help you line up your folder. When you go, oops, excuse me here, my little tag keeps flipping over. There's always got to be some kind of little technical difficulty. I have yet to film a perfect video. There's always either an interruption or a technical difficulty or a little goof. But that's how crafting is. Crafting is never perfect. And I think that's one of the things I like about it. Because it's just a way of life. Nothing's perfect. So we're going to take our fast fuse here and we're going to attach the glue, or we're going to attach, this is what I call the glue flap. You just run your fast fuse, you stop, and you make a check, and that will cut off the glue there. This is really tacky glue. And then I'm going to attach this. Just fold that over, seal it. And then I'm going to take the fast fuse, make sure it's lined up to here. And I'm going to line a bottom row here and a bottom row here. I'm just going to put this on two sides. And I'll open this up from the bottom. I'm going to fold this in and then fold this glue or fast fuse line here. Make sure it's nice and square. And push down on the inside. And then I'm going to take my bone folder. You can square it up. And I'm going to run it in there to seal it. Make sure it's nice and sealed. And there we go. There's our finished box. Isn't that adorable? And let me find my little tea light so I can put in there. And that's what it would look like. That is so cute. I love the colors together. This is my favorite Stampin' Up! Color. It's called Wisteria Wonder. And this one here is Calypso Coral. And I love butterflies, so this is an absolute cool project of mine. But like I said, you don't have to do butterflies. You can do Christmas time. You can do a beach theme. You can decorate it even more if you want to punch out more butterflies. Like this is from a previous one I did. You can put that there. That would look so cute to attach them there. You can put a sentiment. Absolutely adorable. So there's that one. I'm going to put my candle on that one. My tea light. And then here's the one I did in the other colors with the topper that I did. And then I also did a smaller one here. I'll put him on the other side. This was a cute little one. I did both sides in this one. This one here, the size of the paper was 9.5 by 4 1/4, so it takes a half a sheet of cardstock. And then I scored it at long ways, 2 1/4, 4 1/2, 6 3/4, and 9. And then the bottom here I scored at 1 1/4. And as you can see, it just makes it a little size. You can do these any size you want. You can do a full sheet of cardstock and make a big one. These were with almost a full sheet of cardstock, and then this here was with what you would get if you would use half a sheet. Just as long as you have enough to cover the bottom, or if you want to make it really big, you can leave just a little bit here, like a 1/4 inch on each side, and then cut out a bottom piece for it. You can do that too. So this is a very cool project because you can take it any way you want and make it any size you want. Just as long as you got 4 even sides, you can even be making like a rectangle if you want to. Again, very versatile project. This is just the easy basis steps I showed here to you. If you like what you see, please like my videos and subscribe. And I try to post as many as I can. I love doing more than just cards. And if you have any questions, or just message them here and I'll try to answer them, or you can contact me or order anything you would like at tiffanymanger.stampinup.net. I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.